As we edge close to the summer 2025, focus switches to the international scene, that's right. And of course, over in the States, it'll be a Gold Cup, that's right, with 16 nations competing for glory. Today, we're going to preview a nation, and we're coming at you next. That's right, folks, but once again, with another video today. We're previewing the Gold Cup. We're going to take a look at one of the nations taking part in this summer spectacular. We'll get to that in a second. Of course, if you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button. You want subscribe for Gold Cup, World Football, Blackburn Rovers. We've got it all here under one Rooski. That's right. 16 nations from around the globe. That's right. We do have a guest nation taking part in this summer spectacular. We'll get to all of that in a second. Of course, big shout out to the members and the patrons. You know who you are. So what we'll do today is, of course, look at one of the nations, see their hopes and dreams heading into this summer tournament. Are they contenders? Will they get eliminated in the group stages? We'll take a look at all that. We're going to start right here, right now. Take a look then at Trinidad and Tobago, man. They're back in the big time, back in the Gold Cup, and I'm happy to see it. That's right. They qualified via the preliminary round stages, or showcase those in a second, and they secured their spot not long ago, back in the 25th of March, 2025. So they're here. They're qualified, and they did it the hard way. That's right. They've been here 13 times in this rendition of the Gold Cup, 19 times in the global thing. They were back in 2023, but we've not seen them in, of course, they're not the powerhouse they once were, of course, back in the year 2000, 2000-ish, late 90s, early 2000s. They did make a World Cup, of roll way back when, but can they roll back the years this time and be a force? Well, we'll see in a second. Again, semi-finals back in 2000, runners-up back in 1973 in the old rendition. They were currently ranked 100th in the world according to FIFA. But these are the men in charge. Dwight York is the gaffer there, 1.77 points per match ratio. That's his career, not just Trinidad. And of course, he's been there since 15th November. He's got an open contract, I think. He can just roll the years whenever he wants because he is legend. They don't cut him like him no more. Meanwhile, the most valuable player is Anjani Fortune. Of course, plays his football for Atlanta United. He's in the big boss man midfield for Trinidad and Tobago. What about, of course, the squad itself? Again, this is not the official squad. It's just a snapshot of a possible squad. This was taken back in end of April, May. The likes of Denzel Smith between the sticks, Marvin Phillip, compete for the number 1 jersey. Into the defensive ranks, they got Joevin Jones, Shannon Gomez, Neville Hackshaw, Alvin. Got a couple of Alvin Joneses in there. Well, actually, Alvin Jones, Joevin Jones, Roberto Primus up top. Meanwhile, let's take a look then at the midfield slots there with the likes of Daniel Phillips, Tyrese Spicer, Wayne Frederick, of course, up top, Levi Garcia, Ishal Lee, and Brent Sam, amongst others. This is, of course, a look at a recent starting 11 on the left-hand side. We'll get to that in a minute. The goal scorers, though, Joevin Jones has been 2 of them from left back. Would look at that, pretty good accolade for him. And a couple of goals from midfield as well with Dante Gilbert. Sheldon Batu as well. Up top, into the assists, Nathaniel James chipping in with a couple of assists, and Gilbert as well chipping in. The lineup, again, not the official lineup, but a lineup that could happen. And what has happened in the past here. Denzel Smith between the sticks on the books there, got no valuation. So, it just goes to show maybe the lack of quality in this Trinidad squad here. Josiah Trimmingham, cool name there at the back, alongside Darno Hospitalis and Alvin Jones making a back 3. Daniel Phillips, Andre Rampasad in those central midfield slots with Isha Garcia. On the right, we've got Kevin Molino in the middle, Tyrese Spicer on the left, and up top we've got Joevin Jones supporting Ishla Lee in Trinidad Tobago starting 11. What about the statisticians then, shall we? Of course, the main man has been Andre Rampasad in the midfield ranks with Dante Gilbert and Noah Powder. Cool name as well. Meanwhile, let's take a look at how they got there. As you can see, they did it the hard way, taking on Cuba in basically a spot in there. When you go through, it was a 2-legged affair. They won the first leg 2-1. They won the second leg 4-0. And, of course, they go through to join this slot. That's right. It is Group D. They're in a very, very difficult group, taking on the USA and guest nations Saudi Arabia and Haiti as well. Haiti game is a must-win game. Win that, you got yourself a chance. Of course, top 2 go through. You need to pick up a point basically against the USA or Saudi Arabia. Again, with the Saudi Arabian team, a lot of focus on their passage here will depend on Club World Cup. How many players will be left for Al Hilal and the competing clubs in that, and also how have they done in the World Cup qualifiers? Will the morale be up? Will they be eliminated from the World Cup? Because that all depends. So opportunity can knock here for Trinidad, but again, it is a difficult sort of scenario. This is what they all wear though when they play And this is the 2024 versions of the kits. It might be a new version, but this is what I'm going with right now. It is a bit of an interesting looking kit, definitely unique. And of course, where can you find Trinidad Tobago? Well, they're here in the middle of the Atlantic, of course, surrounded by Grenada, St. Vincent Grenadines, Barbados, of course. But they want to be into the latter stages of this tournament. And do they do it? Can they do it? Can they roll back the years? Honestly, looking at that squad, I think it is quite a tough sell for Trinidad Tobago. They need a focal point. They haven't got it right now. They need to start looking around for half second nation Trinidad players, kind of like what Jamaica have done in recent times. Trying to find some players to kind of put Trinidad Tobago back on the map, because right now they need a talisman and they just haven't got it. So I do think they'll crash out at the group stages, unfortunately. But it'd be good just having them here, and of course having a bit of a Caribbean feel about the boys and the party. Well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. That's right. Does this nation stand a chance to get through to the knockout stages? Do they even have a shot at glory? Let me know down below. Of course, over the course of the next few days, we'll preview the remaining nations in this summer's tournament. If you already missed one, make sure you check it out as well. And do me an honour and smash that thumbs up and smash your subscribe. We're going to have non-stop coverage of the Gold Cup right here, of course, so make sure you hit the order of subscribing to the channel. But until then, I'll see you soon when we return. But until then, we're done.